The Dreadnought saves the world. The Dreadnought was not afraid of anything. The Dreadnought was not afraid of anything. The animal. He was not afraid of heights. He was not afraid of dark. There he is. And he was definitely not afraid of creepy crawlies. Mr. and Mrs. Dreadnought were very worried about him. It's not normal, said Mr. Dreadnought. It's not natural, Mrs. Dreadnought agreed. So they decided that Danny must learn to be afraid. First, they took him on the biggest, scariest roller coaster they could find and they made him sit right at the front. Never again. Were you scared, Danny? Asked Mr. Dreadnought as he climbed shakily off. I'm afraid not, said Danny. Can we go again? Next, they took him to see the crocodiles at the zoo. Were you scared, Danny? Asked Mrs. Dreadnought when she finally calmed down. I'm afraid not, said Danny. Can we have one of the pets? But finally, they took him to spend the night in the haunted house. Were you scared, Danny? Asked Danny's parents, who had not slept a wink. Time for breakfast. I'm afraid not. Said Danny, when can we move in? When can we move in? Danny's parents tried every scary thing they could think of. Woohoo! Maybe I should join the circus. Blast off! But Danny did not learn to be afraid until here. Chucky. They take that back. The Bagulons arrived. The Bagulons were the scariest creatures in the entire universe. Everyone was afraid of them, and just how the Bagulons liked it. As it made everyone's planets very easy to invade. So when the Bagulons' huge scary spaceship appeared in the sky above Danny's school, everybody ran away screaming. Ah! Everybody except Danny, who wanted to get a closer look. They climbed onto the school roof and stared up at a huge scary spaceship. Hello? Who are you? He shouted. And what are you doing here? What a... From the voice from the huge scary spaceship. We have come to invade your planet and strike Earthling mines. Well, and this the Dreadnought, said Danny, and I'm afraid not. The huge scary spaceship hung silently in the sky for a moment. Really? Said the Bagulons. You're not even a teensy but scared. Not even a teensy weensy but, said Danny. Well, let's see about that. The balloons, and then he found himself being put upwards, high in the air, towards the huge scary spaceship. Now, you frightened? Asked the balloons. I'm afraid not, said Danny. I'm not scared of heights. Then he was sucked up through a hole into the huge scary spaceship. He could hear strange clacking noises all around him. But there was not even enough light to see what was making them. Now you frightened? Hit the balloons from somewhere not nearby. I'm afraid not, said Danny. I'm not scared of the dark. Suddenly, the lights came on and Danny found himself surrounded by hundreds of balloons. They were rattling their pieces and cluttering in their shells, and doing everything they could to look completely terrifying. Now you're scared. They roared. Then he looked around and rolled his eyes. I'm definitely not afraid of creepy crawlies, he said. Shaking his head. The balloons could not hide their disappointment. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. We thought the Earthlings would be scared of us, said one of them, just like everyone else. And this one's only little, said another. Just think how brave the grown-ups must be. We'd better put him back before any more of them arrive, agreed a third. Let's get out of here. So they put Danny back on the ground and flew away as fast as their huge spaceship would carry them. The skill was empty, so then he went home. Hello? Anyone here? But there was no one there either. Mom! Mom! Dad! Then he couldn't believe it. His parents were always there when he got home. Where could they possibly be? What if they had run away like everyone else and then left Danny behind? Then he suddenly had a horrible, heavy feeling, like he was being squashed inside. His lip began to tremble, and the tears welled up in his eyes. What if? Just then, his parents appeared. They had gone out looking for Danny as soon as the huge scary spaceship had arrived. Then his parents picked him up and hugged him tight. Where have you been? They asked. There you are. So then he wiped away as tears and told them. And then they flew off. I think, said Mr. Dreadnought, when they had finished, that we should stop worrying about you never being afraid. If it hadn't been for that, According to Mrs. Dreadnought, we would have been invaded by the balloons. But I was afraid, said Danny. I was afraid that you'd run away and left me. Well, that's one thing you should never be afraid. Oh, said Mr. Dreadnought. No matter how scary things get, we'd never run away and leave you. According to Mrs. Dreadnought. Never, never. Asked Danny, not even if the balloons came back. Danny's parents looked at each other and grinned. We are afraid not, they said.